I'm at 9134 Dry Fork Road, and it's not actually Harrison, Ohio, but it's close. It's right outside of, I guess, city limits anyway. Doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. Now I want to show what, I tried to unscrew the cap, and I just want to show what, it was not screwed in. First, basically I want to describe here, I'm doing the sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home, and I'm looking for any structural issues with the pipe, root intrusion, anything that may be of concern to the buyer. You can see it's copper, and it goes down into cast iron here. And this was supposed to be a cap, and what it was, if you can look on here, just barely touching it, and it fell off. It was just glued in. You can see the cap there. It was not actually screwed in, so I'm going to try to replace it with an expansion plug, because this was just on there and had a bunch of goo holding it on there to keep it from leaking. You can see that threaded piece kind of hanging off there. I'm not sure what was used. Some sort of, I don't know if it was some sort of like RTV or something like that, but it was hardened. But you can see this is cast iron, and this is, there's a little bit of grease buildup right there where the sweep is. So this is a septic tank. I'm going to run some water in the downstairs bathroom. They did run a tub through a floor drain, which would mean it was trapped, and we just want to make sure that it's flowing. I won't be able to get my camera through the access to that floor drain just because my camera will not go through it. The pipe diameter is small, and so it restricts the ability to put even a small camera through it. So I'm going to pause the video for 1 second so I can go turn some water on in the bathroom so we can rinse the camera lens off. Okay, we got some water running. I just want to see if it's coming by here. I'm not able to run any water upstairs just because the line's open. So there should be some water flowing through here. See if we can keep that water running, that way we can kind of watch it flow also. So that was right at the turn. I pulled back to right where it came in. You can see right here where it starts to kind of go up. So this is where this stack comes into the lower line, so where it starts to exit the house. So cast iron is always ugly. You can never tell how much life it's got left in it, really, because it rusts, from the inside and the out if it's outside, which it seems to be outside. I was kind of expecting it to change over to clay, but based off the age of the house, it may actually be cast iron all the way to the tank. So we are underwater here. We are already to the tank, so this was a really short run. You can see it opening up. You can see the level of solids there on the top. So the line itself looked good. I mean, I'm going to go out and just double check of where it is and check the cap. Make sure that I didn't see any issues. There is, there's a lot of chance for this spot right here, right when it exits. A lot of times that'll shift. That looks like that's in a good position. The camera is not getting stuck on the lip where it transitions to go into the tank. A lot of times the tank will move or the line will move. So the the cast iron looked like it was in good shape. I didn't see any issues. It was a pretty short run. I will attempt to try to take a look at the floor drain just to see, or look for any other access that would help me inspect some of the line underneath, because this just goes directly out. This is the main stack, so this does carry most of the plumbing, which I am going to go upstairs and double check on the layout of the house to make sure that we're getting, because most of the plumbing, the bathrooms, the heavy stuff, should be the toilets and the shower upstairs, all comes down through the stack. The only thing that would come back further would be, like we mentioned, to that floor drain, and then the kitchen sink may come down separate. I just can't. I can't look around in the ceiling because it's all been covered with ceiling. It's not a drop ceiling or anything where I can remove tiles. It's all been done with stuff that I cannot remove. So again, I'm going to go check the layout. I'm going to go check where the placement of this camera is. So I'm going to turn the transmitter on to double check where it is, and then we'll come back in and I'll come back in and finish up the inspection. But again, right now I'm going to pause the video, go find the camera, and look at the try to see if there's any other access. You're going to have some mineral build up. You could descale it, but at this point I don't see a purpose for that. So everything looked good. I didn't see any structural issues or any blockages or root intrusion or anything at the time of inspection. It was all open, free and clear, flowing properly. And again, with cast iron, even with the tank, you don't want to ever use wet wipes or anything, strictly toilet paper. And then also just want to note that with cast iron, you don't ever really know how long it's going to last. It could last for another 60, or it's kind of hard to tell. It does rust. It is thick, but it does rust. Usually if the interior pipe starts to show signs of it rusting through, then you might want to have it re-inspected. But as of right now, there are no structural issues. It's like it's flowing well. I did turn the sink on and the tub. There is no other access point. The only other plumbing other than that floor drain is the toilet and a line coming down from the kitchen sink, like I mentioned earlier, that is inaccessible. But most of the shower upstairs, the bathroom, that is all coming down through this one singular main stack. So but we're just watching it flow for a second. So I will pop the cover off. There's really, sorry to say, there's no real way for me to inspect anything past that floor drain. All I can do is check for flow and make sure that it's not backing up. And it all looks like it's flowing well. You know, it's not backing up in the floor drain. I've been running that tub for a while also. So, okay, but I did locate and mark the tank and the riser. What I suspect to be the riser, I was unable to, you know, I can't tell. I just probed it to see if I could find a concrete lid. But there's some green paint and some green flags out there marking that. But the line looked good, so nothing really to report. I'm going to keep the water flowing and everything just to make sure that that floor drain is still, you know, flowing free and clear. But other than that, it looked good, so that'll end the inspection at 9134 Dry Fork Road in Harrison, Ohio.